it shows how much the ground has shifted under the Netanyahu government, I think, because the reaction in Australia, apart from the opposition, has generally been just to push back against what has been said as being unhelpful on the part of the Israeli Prime Minister. And notably, the Council of Australian Jewry have basically said that these comments are very unhelpful. Now, I'm told that that there was some concern within the Jewish community about the possibility of this far-right politician coming to Australia because they were concerned that it would actually escalate attacks against the Jewish community. Now, I think the comments from Alex Rivkin today sort of have to be seen in that context. So I think it is true that Benjamin Netanyahu has become very isolated. He's attacked other countries that have said that they would recognise Palestinian statehood, and he does not have that sort of authority on the world stage that he once had. I don't know if he'd say it's a gift to the Prime Minister, but it's certainly not something that is going to worry the Albanese government.
The timing of these comments, though, is interesting, isn't it? In that they come after the decision by the Australian PM to revoke the visa of that far-right Israeli MP, and not after Australia's move to recognise Palestinian statehood.
No, it's really interesting, and there is a bit of a ramping up because, of course, we saw them sort of revoke the credentials of Australian representation to the Palestinian Authority, which seemed to be the response to the statehood thing. But that was relatively slow in coming. And there were those comments earlier on from the Israeli Prime Minister about Australia walking in with other countries into this rabbit trap, or I think the rabbit hole was the term he used, of statehood. But to sort of specifically single out our Prime Minister does seem to be very much related to this cancellation of the visas.
You say that Benjamin Netanyahu has reacted also to other countries' leaders who are moving to recognise a Palestinian state. Have those comments been as aggressive?
No, they've not been as personal. They've been more in the sort of terms of disappointment and suggesting that these people have been misled or whatever. But the sort of viciousness of the language towards Prime Minister Albanese is another step.
On to another issue then. Israel is studying a proposed ceasefire agreement. Hamas has accepted it, but Israeli officials have concerns over the hostages. What's the latest on that?
Well, the latest seems to be that technically the Israeli cabinet is considering this ceasefire proposal and will respond later in the week. But we've had comments from the Prime Minister's spokesman and from other figures in the government saying that it was not acceptable, that there'd be only a release of some of the Israeli hostages. They want all the hostages released. Now, we seem to be in this trap where one side will sort of say that they accept the ceasefire conditions and the other one won't. It's very hard to see why Hamas would agree to release all the hostages when it's one of the few bargaining chips they've got, if you like. So I can't see that Israel will accept the proposal as it currently is, which is for the release of 10 living hostages and a number of dead hostages. So we've got to wait an official position, but of course this will also be when the Cabinet is finalising the plans for its attack on Gaza City. So it's not looking great.